So we got some more playoff previews, and first off, we did lose a sub, so we went below 200, but that's okay because we'll make it at some point. Trying to stay positive during the quarantine and all that good stuff. I mean, it's almost over, so guess we can stay positive. Plus, it's also 1:40 in the morning, so trying to stay a little bit more quiet. So let's get into the playoff preview between Montreal and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, a 40-23-6 record with 86 points. Very solid statistics for Pittsburgh. They were third in their division. Goals scored, they scored 224 goals, 13th, and goals against 196, which was 11th. Now Pittsburgh has had an amazing story, and a lot of these teams have had amazing stories over the past couple of months. Crosby getting injured, Malkin getting injured, and this team still doing good. Tristan Jarry stepping up to the plate, which we will get into in a moment. Stepping up to the plate past Matt Murray. He's basically Murray 2.0, and I'll get into that in a second too. I've explained it on the channel before, but it deserves its own explanation as well. So, their top three players, Evgeny Malkin leads the team with 74 points, 25 goals, 49 assists. Number two, this kind of surprised me. I thought it would be Crosby, even though he played less games. It's actually Brian Rust. 27 goals, 29 assists for 56 points. And then third place is actually Sidney Crosby with 16 goals, 31 assists for 47 points. Now, you look at Crosby, any fan, you always know Crosby. You look at Crosby's stats, you're like, that's kind of low for Crosby. He was injured. Imagine what Crosby and Malkin can do in the playoffs. Imagine what Matt Murray has done in the playoffs. Imagine what Tristan Jarry can do in the playoffs. So it's gonna be an interesting series. Goaltending, Tristan Jarry leads everything except for wins, and wins he's even tied with. So 20 wins, 2.43 goals against average, a .921 save percentage, and 3 shutouts. He's obviously stepped to the plate. He surprised a lot of people. He surprised me. In fact, I did not expect Jarry to step up to the plate and be able to play a legit role in the NHL this season. But he did. At number 2, you have Matt Murray with 20 wins as well, a 2.87 goals against average, a .899 save percentage, and 1 shutout. Still very solid statistics by Murray, except his save percentage. But the save percentage doesn't mean anything. You can't look at the numbers. Anything can happen in a game. Murray could let in 25 goals. Murray could stop 25 goals. You don't know what can happen in a game. So, you never really know. And Montreal's defense has to be really careful. We'll get into Montreal's defense in a little bit. But Montreal was the last team to squeak in to the playoffs. They had a 31-31-9 record with 71 points. They scored 212 goals with 20, which was 20th in the entire league. Not very good. Goals against, 221, which was 24th. Also not very good. Top 3 players, Thomas Tatar leads the team with 22 goals, 39 assists for 61 points. Number 2 is Philip Denault with 13 goals, 34 assists for 47 points. And finally, number 3 is Max Domi with 17 goals, 27 assists for 44 points. Again, we've already discussed about Domi not too long ago on the channel, about him with his type 1 diabetes, and if he's actually going to be able to play during the couple parts during these playoffs. And I personally think that he will. The person I did the collab with, who actually wanted to add in some additional notes for the Canadians, King Angus, thinks he is going to play. I know he's going to play because it's not really that big of a deal, to be honest. And with Montreal's defense, their goaltending actually kind of scares me. Number 1, their goaltenders, number 1, Carey Price with 27 wins, a 2.79 goals against average, a .909 save percentage, and 4 shutouts. Very solid statistics. Number 2, everyone else. To be honest, Montreal really doesn't have a solidified backup goaltender. Carey Price, Carey Price was basically his own backup, and I stole that from Angus. I'm sorry, but like he played like every game but 5 games in all the games that they played. So I'd be pretty worried. I personally think it's going to be Lindgren. People that I've talked to, including Angus, think it's going to be Lindgren as well, and I'm not surprised if it is. If it isn't, I mean, I'm going to be surprised if it isn't Lindgren. And like really, it's can only be Caden Primo and maybe I don't really know who the other guy is, to be honest with you. So there you go. That's the goaltenders for Montreal. Now the reason why they should be really worried about defense is because it's Sidney Crosby and Malkin. Sidney Crosby and Malkin they're going up against. Two of the best players these players have been dominating since 2004. That's almost 20 years ago. Well, some of them. Well, 2005. That's nearly 20 years ago. So, all of these players I would be very scared of if I were Montreal. So, I would try to lock up your defense. Carey Price is not going to... I said this with Chicago last game with Crawford. Chicago is not... I mean, Carey Price is not going to win Montreal a cup, let alone a series. A game maybe, but not a series. So I personally think that Montreal needs to lock up their defense and be able to shut down these Penguins. All right, so now I have some additional notes from King Angus. Meats and Weber should be paired. Chariot should move down to the bottom pair. Tuna, Phil, and Galley need to be consistent, of course, against this offensive team of Pittsburgh. Very good defense for that team, and they're very good. And then his final little thing of notes here, hopefully not face the Rangers because it's going to be Kreider versus Price. I don't know. So final predictions here is 2-1. I have my final predictions here. Who is going to win the series? I think I'm going for the miracle story here, and it's not biased because as you guys know, I do not like Pittsburgh. I'm going for the underdog here. Montreal wins 2-1 in the season series. Pittsburgh wins game one in wherever the hub city's at, and then Montreal wins the next 2 games. That's what I see happening. So yeah, that is my prediction for or preview, I guess you should say, for Pittsburgh versus Montreal. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. As I might as well just make the new goal now, so even though we're like 199, one sub away from 200. Let's make the new goal for 300 subscribers by the end of the year. Can we do it? I'm not sure. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, do make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next video.